Welcome to Shomach Shava on the Daf Shir sponsor Lunishba Sarim Yaakov Shalom Le'abas Yitzchok. We're holding Batra Daf Yud Gimel. The Gemara in Wood Base explains that there's a Machlokes Rabbanim Shir and Gamliel. If there's two people that have a Chatzer she'ein badin chalukah, doesn't have four for each one. Let's say it's only 6 amas, and one says to his friend, "You take 4 amas, and I'll take 2 only." So Rabbanan says, of course he could say that. Shir Gamliel says he could say, I'm not interested. Says Gemara, why? What's the reasoning of Shir Gamliel? Either because the guy says, you want me to pay you, I don't want to pay you. You want to give me this as a gift? I'm not interested because soine Matanos yicheh. Someone who hates gifts, he will live. That's a pasuk in Mishlei. And as a Sefer Choyze David, the David Chazan explains that Akash Baruch Hu brought a person in this world in order for him to achieve on his own. It should not be Nahamat Kesufa, a poor man's bread. The whole point for a person is to do it on his own and not to get a gift. So that's why, according to Shir Gamliel, he can protest and say, I'm not interested in doing this division. So what's the Sorah of Rabbanan that argue? So it says the Ritva over here, that here it's not a matana. It's not that the one who wants less is giving a gift to the other. He's taking care of himself. He's not interested in having a partner. So he's willing to have less in order not to be partnered with somebody else and to have his own property on his own. So the one who's accepting the additional land, he is doing a favor to the other one who wants to divide it. And that's what the Sma in Choshemish Batzir and Kufayin Aleph Seif Yud brings. That's the reason, because he's just helping his friend the Nichalei B'Chaluko. It's not L'toivas Atzmo, and therefore it's not part of the issue of Soine Matanos yicheh. So I saw in the Sefer Divrei Shalom by Shmuel Yudaikin that he brings a very nice explanation, the Machlokes here in the Gemara. It says, if you look in Rashi and Rabbi Yoino and Mishlei over there, they explain what is the reason of Soine Matanos yicheh. Rashi says Soine Matanos yicheh because if he's going to hate gifts, obviously he's going to hate gezel. He's not going to steal. It's a way for one to train himself, not take something that doesn't belong to him. Rabbi Yoino says similarly that if a person is training himself not to give gifts, he's going to be working on the midah of chemda. He's going to work on himself. He's going to take only something that Akash Baruch Hu gives him. He was Gabi Gia Kapov, not to take something which is just because he wants something that doesn't belong to him. To work on the midah of jealousy. On the other hand, other mefarshim, among them, Rabbi Chaye in the Sefer Kata Kemach, he explains the pshat is because a person needs to work on midas habitachon. When a person hates matanos, that means he's relying on HaKadosh Baruch Hu. I don't want anybody else to support me. I only want to be supported by HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And in order to work on bitachon, on relying on HaKadosh Baruch Hu, a person needs to hate gifts and to say, I want everything to get from Hashem. So he says, that may be the Machlokes here in the Gemara. If we understand that Soine Matanos yicheh is for a person to work on himself, not to steal, not to be jealous, that only works for somebody who is initiating this gift. He wants it. He wants to get the gift. He's jealous of it. He's yearning to get that gift. But here, when you have somebody else who needs a toifa, he doesn't want to be a shutuf. Goes to his friend and says, do me a favor, take a little bit more land, so that's how we'll be able to split. So he's not doing it because he has some kind of a taiva or gezel. In that case, I don't have a problem, and that's the shita of Rabbanan and our Gemara. But Rav Shir Gamliel holds that Soine Matanos yicheh means a person needs to work on the midas habitachon, not to get anything that Hashem does not give him, not to get anything that comes to human beings. So even if the human being has the intention for his own sake, at the end of the day, this person is not getting something directly from Hashem. He's getting it through a human being. And that lacks in the midas habitachon, the avoid that the person has, that's Soine Matanos yicheh. So the Machlokes Rabbanan, Shir Gamliel, and our Sugiah depends on how you understand the reasoning behind Soine Matanos yicheh. Very nice idea to explain it. Anyone who wants to join the Shomach Shava email is to WhatsApp, please email shomachshava@gmail.com.